He had treasures so vast, so heavy that it took 40 strong men to carry just the keys to his wealth. Who is this man, and how did he lose everything in an instant? His name was Qarun, also known as Korah. And this is the story of a man who had it all, a man who lost himself in the lust of gold. There once was a man from the tribe of Israel who became famous throughout the land for his great knowledge and wisdom. People would come from all around to sit at his feet and learn from him. But little did they know that while he shared knowledge with others, he hoarded all the wealth for himself. The floors were of silver, and carpets of the finest silk, adorned with precious gems, lay about the house. He dressed only in clothes woven with gold thread, and walked about on floors so slippery that one could easily slip and fall. As years passed, this man became consumed with just one thing, getting more and more gold. He traveled around the world, amassing great wealth and filling his home to the point that there wasn't a single empty space left. In fact, he amassed so much gold that it took 40 strong men just to carry the keys to all his wealth. One day, standing in the middle of his treasure, he said to himself, "I got all this through my own knowledge. I deserve it all." Oh, how his heart was filled with pride and arrogance. Meanwhile, Prophet Moses warned the children of Israel, "Beware of the trial of wealth and power. Be wary when you see those who flaunt their riches, for it is a test from God. They have strayed from the path of righteousness and have been consumed by their own desires. Their hearts are hardened and their bellies are full, so do not be like them." But the people didn't listen to the prophet. They partied with Korah and laughed at the warnings. Korah continued to grow in arrogance. He would throw parties inviting scholars and elites from around the world. He hosted banquets inviting poor and needy, but only to mock them. He chained them up, preventing them from leaving until he amused himself. At one point he even chained a woman to chariots like horses, whipping her as she pulled him around like a fool. When Prophet Moses saw what Qarun had become, he went to him and said, "This is the way of sin. Turn back to God before it's too late." But Qarun replied, "Leave me alone. I am better than you. I am richer and more powerful than anyone else. I will build a tower so tall that it reaches the heavens. Then I will use my riches and knowledge to climb up and get even closer to God. Maybe then He will give me what I want." So he began building his tower right outside of town. It was so massive and tall that it seemed to pierce the heavens themselves. But the people knew what he really wanted. They shouted, "Qarun wants to reach God to take all the gold in the heavens." Soon his tower was complete, and on the day of its completion, he decided he would go up to the top to celebrate. As he climbed higher and higher, suddenly the ground beneath him began to shake. He looked down and saw the earth splitting apart. With each step he took, the earth cracked further and further. When he reached the top of the tower, the earth opened up and swallowed him whole. The tower fell, collapsing into the giant hole, and all the gold and treasures that he owned vanished in an instant. Not even a scrap of his wealth was ever seen again. From that day forward, people learned that no matter how rich or powerful they may become, if it is built on pride and arrogance, it will sink without warning. Like and subscribe for more stories where history meets truth. And be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.